Welcome back to the Comic Book Savant. This episode, I'm going to be doing a non-spoiler review for Deadpool 2. Just came out this past weekend in the movie theaters, and I wanted to give you some of my thoughts, of course, without spoiling the movie, so you can have some thoughts if you're on the fence, if you're going to go out and see this movie. Deadpool 2 is a sequel to the very popular Deadpool movie that came out a couple years ago with Ryan Reynolds reprising the role as Deadpool. This movie has a bigger budget based on the success of the first movie, so you have bigger action, you have more stars involved. We have Josh Brolin coming in as Cable in this movie, which they teased at the very end credits of the first movie. Most definitely, the action has ramped up, the jokes are ramped up, we got more cool characters to play around with in this film. All in all, it leads to a funnier, more bombastic film from top to bottom, beginning to end. There's some great performances in there on behalf of Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool, as well as Josh Brolin coming in as Cable, which he had major success just recently in Avengers Infinity War playing Thanos. So it's cool that he's having this renaissance period right now where he's playing these very iconic comic book characters in back-to-back films. And he does a great job in doing both, I have to say, hands down. Also, we have Zazie Beetz coming in as Domino, which she does a great job as well. Again, without getting too much into spoilers, it's definitely the jokes are very funny. Some land and some don't, because with the character, you know, they ratcheted up more and more from what we had in the first movie. So the jokes are constantly coming to the point where you actually miss some of the jokes because you're so busy laughing at the jokes before. All in all, me personally, I don't like this movie as much as I like the first Deadpool, but I think it's a very entertaining movie and worth seeing in the theaters for sure. If I give it my overall rating on a 10-point scale, I would give it about a 6 out of 10. I go into this more deeply on why I feel this way in my spoiler review that I do. So if you check the box here, I'll have a link to my audio podcast where I do a spoiler review of the show where I go into detail on why I feel that way about the particular movie. But I feel like it's more just a subjective thing to me personally. I think for most general moviegoers, they're going to really enjoy this movie. I like it. I didn't love it, but I think most people will thoroughly enjoy the movie, and it's worth seeing on a big screen in a movie theater. So I can recommend going to see this movie. Just as far as my personal rating, it's a personal thing. And again, in my spoiler podcast, I go into real detail on why I feel the particular way I do, but I do, express that it's more of a personal thing, and that's subjective to me because I just feel like I'm not the target demographic for the movie. But all in all, it's a ton of laughs, some cool action, and a good time at the movie theater. So if you just want a good popcorn flick to sit back and have some real fun with and have a couple of laughs with some friends, this is definitely like a friend group experience to go see this movie, to see all the wild things, the crazy cameos, the crazy over-the-top jokes. It's definitely a shared combined experience you want to have. But that's my quick thoughts on Deadpool 2. Check the links out at the bottom if this is your first time. Take a moment to subscribe to the channel. I do more content and movie reviews like this here, as well as comic book reviews on a weekly basis. I also do a weekly podcast that I have uploaded here to the channel as well, so you can try that out as well. So if you haven't already, definitely subscribe. Leave a comment down below how you feel about the movie, if you've had a chance to see it, and check out the spoiler review if you have seen it to see if you agree or disagree with my thoughts on that. So leave comments down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. Click the bell notification to be notified when new episodes on the YouTube channel drops. And I'll see you guys next time for another episode of Comic Book Savant. And you have a good week. See you soon.